All right, I am live. Welcome to Source It Up, guys. Sorry, I'm a few minutes early. I'm also a little under the weather, so forgive me. Today, I want to show you guys File Exchange. I've just not perfected, but I got it pretty down where we're listing between 50 and 100 items per hour. There's a lot of little things that go into it, but let's jump into it. Here is the spreadsheet you need to use. So basically, what I'm going to show you guys right now is I have titles and photos already taken and prices made up. So I do have a team. We take 2 pictures of each book, front and back. Takes a couple minutes, honestly, to do these. You can do 3 or 4 of these per minute, maybe even more. Bang these out in a few minutes. Then I have someone else helping me type out the titles based either off the pictures or off the actual thing. That takes another few minutes. So, and then I just copy and paste these into eBay, come up with these prices real quick. A lot of these I'm just putting $5.99. But so that's kind of the work that goes up front. Sometimes what you can do is if you have a lot of a particular item and you know the prices already, you can just take pictures, make the titles, and then just literally, like, let's say they're on $19.99, just copy paste that down. This is where our storage is, 322. So, and these are the photos from, you need the photo number, what it's from and what it goes to, the first photo and the last photo. So so in order to get this template here, and this is a little bit edited that I edited, but in order to get the template, you actually go to just type in eBay File Exchange in Google, or you can go to in Seller Hub, you can go to the overview page, and you can go to the overview page and scroll down to the bottom, or just do Command F or Alt or Control F on a PC and look for File Exchange. Anyway, get to this place. If it's not, before you even start using this, you have to like subscribe to it. I think it's free for any account, but for some reason you have to subscribe to it. So this is the main page though. And down here, select template. You can actually get the templates for, we're using the File Exchange template here. There's other templates. I'm not going to get into these right now. We're going to be using the File Exchange template. And then once we're done, we're going to upload files right here. Okay. So I'm going to copy our titles over that are already done, and I'm going to put it in the title column. Actually, if you on a Mac, if you do Command V is paste, Command Shift V is paste with. If I just hit Command V, it brings in all my different colors, which is not a big deal. But if you hold Command and Shift, it actually formats it for you. Anyway, that's a cool little tip. So then I'm going to take our prices, and I'm going to bring them in under the start price, whether or not, actually I'll do a Command V, Command Shift V. So whether or not it's an auction or fixed price, the start price is always going to be what the auction starts at or what your fixed price is. So if you wanted auction, you could just do auction, right? Fixed price. Notice there are no spaces in any of these. It's supposed to be like that. You can have spaces in your title and other places. So description, I just have a preset description here. I put pre-owned, see pictures of actual item being sold, overall good condition. It makes it nice and simple. So I can just put that for both the condition and the description, just for simplicity right now. Condition, so if it's brand new, it's 1,000. If it's used, it's 3,000. Okay, so I'm just going to go quickly through a couple things and then explain them later in detail. So what we want to do is we want to add it. And what we want to do here, the category. So basically, every category on eBay has a number. And you can't put the name here. You have to put the number of it, which is annoying, right? And that's why we sort items together in the same category and then take all the photos and do everything so that we're not having to look up different categories for each time. And I actually have a cheat sheet here that a lot of the different categories we list in, we literally just started making this a day or two ago, so it's not even really filled out. But as we start listing in different categories, we're putting the IDs here. And in order to get the IDs, we could go, you could just go to this link here, type in eBay categories, all eBay, all categories in Google or something like that. And this is all eBay's categories. So let's say we wanted to list something in women's accessories. We click this, and you see this number right here, not this BN underscore number, this number right here in the URL, right after women's accessories, 4251. That is the category ID. Let's go bath and body. 11838 is the category ID. And so whatever category you need or want to list in, athletic apparel, 137085. That is the easiest way I have found to find the category ID. And then once I have it, I literally copy and paste the where everything is, so that this is a nice list. I put the category IDs here, and now when we're listing, I could just pull in what category ID it is. So we got our titles, we got a category. This is required. You have to put add because we're adding it to the website. Condition and description. You know, as you can even like no, you don't have to put it in a separate spreadsheet like we do first. You can actually list it directly on here, and I actually do that for the Pokemon cards I list. So and I'm sorry guys, let me actually pull up really quick let's see if there's directly on here, and I actually do that. Sorry. Let me see the chat. I just want to make sure I'm watching the chat. Oh, okay. Okay, so all right. So you could even type the titles in right here. It's not a big deal, but I like having very bare bones condition and descriptions. It just makes it simple, right? And you can do it. You can even, let's say these were worn. I may wait until I have 20 worn items so that I can make the same condition for each and just copy and paste it. Or you can do it the other way around and just type each one out. So anyway, moving on. The quantity is just 1. It's all fixed price. The duration, I'm doing 30 days now. I'm using InkFrog. And what InkFrog, there's some creative things you can do with relisting. For instance, right now, when an item ends, I set InkFrog to say, okay, if an item ends, wait 2 days and then relist it. So it kind of like gives it a reboot, that item. I'm going to test it out. I'm experimenting with that too. Usually I've had good till canceled for like maybe over a year now. That's what I've been using, but I want to experiment a little bit with duration. So if it's good till cancel, it's just GTC. Postal code is just generic for now. You put your postal code where you're shipping from. If you have policies, if you don't have policies, you have to put a PayPal accepted one, and you have to put in your email, your PayPal email address, right? This is required. If you have payment policies, I believe you can just go over here and put your payment profile name here. And you see how I have no spaces? So let me show you real quick. Let's see here. Yes, so I went to my policies. So if you go to your active listings in Seller Hub, if you don't have Seller Hub, just type in eBay Seller Hub. And then if you go to business policies right here, and now these were now it used to be a little cleaner, but since I've been using InkFrog, it's been kind of messing this up. I got to clean it up again. But regardless of that, these are going to actually be media mail. So I'm actually going to edit this real quick. You see how I edited these to be without any spaces? So I'm actually going to edit my shipping. Also, what I'm going to do, actually, no. I'm sorry. I already did that with the returns. I made it free returns. So I'm just going to put media free with no spaces here. I'm just going to delete this one with no spaces, and we'll save that. And then we're just going to copy that. And we're going to come back to our list, and we're going to paste. Oops, not there. And you see how that's the link there. Again, if you hold Shift while you paste, it'll reformat it, because I don't think that link, if you link it here, it will work. So so I have all of my shipping profile, my return profile, my payment profile, and I believe there's 20 line. We're on line 22, so I have to go down to line 22. Oops. Okay, and the last thing is the weight. I'm just going to guess on one, because this is media mail. It is cheap to ship media mail. between 1 and 2 pounds, I believe, is the same weight. And all of these are like kind of they're strategy guides so for video games. So they're over a pound but under 2 pounds, and that's just a general weight of pretty much all these here. There may be 1 or 2 under a pound, but literally the shipping difference is less than $1. So it's not a big deal. Plus, it's free shipping anyway, and the only thing that this would affect is international shipping. And I don't want to underestimate, so we're going to put that weight here. And this is also just for the purposes of this video. I'm just getting through this quick. So these, and this is required if you do any sort of first class priority media, you're gonna have to put the weight of what it is. And so it is beneficial to batch items in similar weights, similar conditions, similar categories, even similar prices, so that you can literally just copy and paste. So let's say you had 50 pairs of jeans that were all $19.99 each and were all used, and they all weighed about, between 1 and 2 pounds, which they do, or, a couple or less, a couple or maybe more, but on the average they are. So you just literally make your titles, the condition and description may be the same. You may just want to put into the title the waist measured, or you can just quickly throw that in the description. But anyway, so now let's go to the photos. So this is the part where it gets a little annoying. Everything was easy up until this part, and that's why I haven't used File Exchange in so long, because I just couldn't get over this hurdle. I was trying for a while, and what I did was finally have someone make this for me, okay? So back here, you see this is 3961 to 4002. So if we go over, I tried Dropbox. I've tried Dropbox. I've tried Google Drive. Nothing really has, unless you host your own photos on your own server. There's very few places that actually give you the link to the actual image, right? So, and they don't do that because they don't want you to use Dropbox to host images for websites and things like that. Basically, you'll get free hosting for large files and things like that. They don't want to allow that to happen. There used to be a workaround for Dropbox. They got rid of that. There used to be a workaround for Google Drive. They got rid of that. They don't want people hosting and having like someone like eBay be able to pull those photos directly. So what I'm talking about here is this link here is a direct link to this photo on the server, right? This is a .jpeg file. If you go to Dropbox, you're not going to get a .jpeg file unless you, even when you download it, I believe it's in a zip file. Actually, you down more than one. If you download it, I think it does give you the zip file, but I mean the actual image, but you can't get this like actual URL directly to the JPEG file or whatever type of image file you have. So that was the big issue. So I figured, I used to be a web designer before I started selling on eBay. So I was very familiar with WordPress. And I know in WordPress, you can actually host images and use this GUI interface to upload your photos, right? You can add new, you can drop in a whole bunch of photos here. And then you can go to library and everything has a link and it's in order based on how you uploaded it, right? So, so what we did was we started uploading to here, and then I made a sheet that basically pulls the images and sequentially, because when you upload to, let me just do this quick so you guys can just watch for a second. 3961 to 4002. So we will go over here. We'll do 39. Was that it? 3902? Having a brain fart. 3961. I'm sorry. 3961 to 4002. Right? And then the repeats is basically, how many photos for each item. So the other thing is you have to take exactly the amount of photos for each one. So everything here needs to get 2 photos each. not 3, not 1, but 2 exactly each. And you can switch that. You can have a different category. Let's say you're taking pictures of jeans. You can have 6 photos, and then you would just change this number here to 6. Now, I'm not going to necessarily share this live, but if you contact me directly, I could help you guys out with getting this set up for you. So this is a little more complicated. I am on Instagram at Source It Up. You can contact me there. I believe you can go to the About on YouTube and message me through there. I got to make an official Source It Up. I think I have Source It Up at Gmail. I don't believe so. I'm sorry I wasn't prepared to give you guys a direct contact information, but you guys can figure out how to contact me. If at the end of the day, you can even just comment on this video and I'll get an email of that. So for now, just contact me that way or one of those ways. And if you're very interested in this, I can help you out with that. Now, let me show you exactly how this works. So I'm going to copy this, but if I copy and paste it, what's going to happen is it's going to put all these random reference numbers in here. So what you have to do is actually, oh, geez. For some reason, my command space is not working, so I have to go to my applications. You open up tech on a Mac. You open up TextEdit, or on a PC, I believe it would be TextPad or Notepad or something like that. So I'm going to paste it and then copy it again. And what happens is it removes all of those, the formulas, and so we are good to go. And so when I paste it here, it pastes it right here. So now. Let's pull out these titles a little bit. So if you see here, every photo has to be separated by this this line here, the up and down line. It's right below your backspace key when you hold Shift. There's a line here. So each link to the image has to be separated by that. So it'll be really annoying to go in here and do image 3985 and then put that line and then paste it again and change that to 7. That would take forever. So this way you can list and you could put all of those in this sheet, put where it goes from, where it goes to, how many times you want to repeat it, copy and paste it into TextEdit, and then copy and paste it back into the sheet. I know that's this is getting like a lot of steps, but once you get through it 1 or 2 or 3 times, it'll literally be just like second nature, and this will be so quick. So literally once this is done, the one thing you want to do is check down here really quick to make sure, because if these photos are messed up in any way, right? What's going to happen is all of these photos are going to be off, and you're going to list these titles with the wrong pictures. You just want to copy and paste one of them. So this is the black and white Pokemon. I know these are rotated. We just fixed our rotation with our camera, so I am going to upload these rotated and just fix them later or something. Or it's really like I uploaded some rotated like 100 rotated items, and they were selling like crazy. So I'm like, wow, I don't even need to rotate them. But I'm going to go through and rotate them. But we've since fixed that with our camera. There was a auto rotation issue we've had, and we fixed that. But anyway, not a big deal. So anyway, we just want to make sure that that photo is the first photo of this item because we got the first link. So here, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste this here. I'm going to take away that first link. And bam, World of Warcraft Burning Crusade. So let's just make sure that that is what that is. World of Warcraft Burning Crusade. So all the pictures line up. So now all we do is File, download as CSV.csv file. Right. So download as .csv file. We take that file. We go to File Exchange. Right here, we go to Upload Files, and we choose the file, we upload it, right? And then once it's uploaded, you go to View Upload Results, and now if you hit go, it'll just refresh it for you, and it'll say in process. Sometimes it takes a minute, sometimes it takes 5 minutes. But once it's done, you can actually click here to download the report. You always want to look, because it's always going to say completed whether it fails or not. You can click download. You can open that up in either Excel and see all these. It says success. So these were successfully listed, and oh, this one had a failure. So if it says failure, it tells you what the issue was. So I actually had this listed as an auction, but what I forgot to change the duration. So you can't list a 30-day auction, right? So it told me this failed to list. listed everything else except for this, and I have to change this to 7 days, which I did, and that's what you see here. This one, I re-uploaded it, and that was successful, right? So now there is something where it says warning. If it says warning, it actually listed it, but that's usually for item specific. So if you don't list any item specifics, it just says warning, but it lists it live. So so let me show you here. If you just go to eBay File Exchange PDF. So again, just real quick, if it says warning, it's listed. Don't worry about it. I don't put item specifics in a lot of my items. If you do, great. I don't, and I have a 30% sell-through rate. I think it's important for certain items and not important for others. So people who are using the checkboxes on the left to search for different items, it is very important to do that. Also, for new items, you do need to put UPC. So let me show you if that, because here all of the rows are not here, right? They're all not here. So there's a lot of other things we can be putting in. So there is, if you just type in eBay File Exchange PDF and go to the File Exchange, it's 157 pages, which is crazy. Now, I've read somewhere that eBay, that this is a little outdated, not necessarily that it won't work, but the explanation of it, and there's some changes and stuff in the way that this is displayed. Like, see, this is from 2015. They haven't updated this PDF in a very long time. So the way around this is just using, on a Mac, you do Command F. I believe on a PC, it's either Alt F or Control F, and it'll bring up a search window. And we just want to type like UPC, right? So there's 32 places where UPC comes up. And actually, if it brings it to the table of contents, you can actually click to go to that page. So the universal product code, which provides right? So, so this doesn't tell us necessarily the title. So we're going to go to the next UPC. Okay, here we go. So if we wanted to put a UPC, we would just literally copy, or maybe we just have to type it out. Oh, there we go. So I would copy that, and I would paste that. I would add, I don't think it matters where it goes, right? So if I insert one to the right, if I pasted that in and then put my UPC, right, put the UPC there, then if it's new, like if it's new, if I had 1,000 here, one, you can't put a condition description because it doesn't allow you. So that way it would fail to list if you left that. You have to change a condition ID to 1,000, and you have to have a UPC, right? So, and I believe it's per category. So I don't think some categories require UPC, but you definitely can't put a condition description. Maybe you can for like new. So let's look at condition ID real quick. So that's what, like, I'm still learning too. So condition ID, get values for condition ID, right? So you just keep hitting enter, and it'll go down this, and it'll show you eventually. Okay, so 2,000 is gently used. Okay, here it is. So here's the different conditions. 1,000 is new. See, this is why I don't like this file, because this is kind of stuff where it's like, well, 3,000 is pre-owned, but what type of pre-owned, like, and what category? And so it's kind of like really obscure and annoying to figure some of this out if you need it. But let me show you real quick. As you can see here, I tried to submit this 5 times before I got it right. Right. So because it was a different category, and it said, see, error package weight is not valid. So before this, I was only listing Pokemon cards, which had just economy shipping. I didn't need to put the weight. Right. But for this category, I started listing some other items. I needed the weight. So I had to add that weight. So I had to go to this thing, type in weight, and like kind of figure out at like weight major, weight minor. Weight major is pounds, weight minor is ounces. I had to figure that out. Then I had to put it in over here, and figure that all out, right? So I didn't I didn't realize that until I started uploading it. So I uploaded it, and then let's say the time before it, let's see here what the issue was here. Error. Okay, and then I needed a valid postal code, which I didn't have, and I didn't, or it wasn't correct or something. So I had to add that, and so you just go, you fix the error, you re-upload it, you fix the error, you re-upload it, and this is part of the learning process. It's like the first time you've listed on eBay an item at all, and it asks you for all these things. It's like foreign to you, but now it's like second nature, right? This is the same thing, but this allows you to list so much faster. And again, if this is something you are interested in, the one drawback is the pick URL. And I have a way of doing it, but I would have to help you set up WordPress and do a couple things. So I may charge a small fee, or actually I may help for free. I'm still figuring that out, but just reach out. We'll have a conversation. We'll talk. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. But I've literally, for instance, let's see here. Now I have different stores I'm listing in, but here took like 20 minutes to figure this out. But between, this is a completely different day. Anyway, this, I believe these 80 took me like an hour, hour and a half. These 65 I did, what's today's date? Yeah, today is the 7th. I did this morning in about an hour, right? The titles were already filled out. I did have the titles were filled out, but I had to match up the photos and make sure everything was clean and good. I had to put in all the prices. It took me about an hour, uploaded it. So if you're doing it by yourself, even if you're used to listing 10 or 15 an hour and you can go up to 30 or 40, I mean, that's a huge, huge difference. So and with Pokemon cards, where literally the pictures take 2 seconds because I have a scanner that does it, I'm listing upwards of almost 100 per hour if I don't have to look up the prices. They're sorted out beforehand. So there's a lot of different things you can be doing. And as you can see here, like these are a different category. These are a bunch of books we're listing. And now, like, I used to put a lot of these books in lots, but I'm just trying it out and just, okay, let's list 100 books for $5.99 and see what happens. And I guarantee you'll get some crazy multiple orders and things like that. Here's a bunch of shoes we're listing. I just have to come up with the prices here, maybe fix 1 or 2 of these titles. And then here's some more books where we're going to be listing that. And so it's pretty cool. Here was some makeup that I didn't list yet, but here's a bunch of makeup. I mean, makeup right here, this is $328 worth. And this you can just take these are 3 pictures of each, I believe. So take 3 pictures, 3 pictures, 3 pictures, come up with the title quick based on those pictures. They're all going the same place because they're small, copy paste. So maybe this whole process would take like a half hour to take the pictures and to come up with the prices, right? But then now that's, you got 22 items, and to now put it in the spreadsheet. And the key is also to have spreadsheets ready to go for the categories that you constantly list in. So if the spreadsheet was ready to go and I just had to copy this, copy this, copy this, and then grab the photos and put them in, that would take maybe another 5 to 10 minutes. So in 40 minutes, you just listed 22 items. So plus that's not even considering if these had quantity. So very, very cool stuff. The sky's the limit. I'm still tweaking it and changing things around, doing a couple things, but keep updated. I'll keep you guys updated. Let me know if you like this video. I know it's a little complicated, but this is the kind of stuff that's really going to help take you to the next level. And those familiar with Excel, like that, it still is a little bit of a, like, this is a huge, massive 157-page file, and the only way around it is using the Finder, Command F, or Alt or Control F, whatever that is on a PC. So I mean, there's just so much stuff in here, and some things aren't very clear. You can utilize Google. It's a big pain in the butt, But at the end of the day, once you figure it out for the categories you sell in, you won't have to come here again. I really don't need to come here anymore unless I'm listing in a new category where it gives me an issue listing it, and then I just figure it out one at a time. It gives you those errors very, very easily. Oh, I closed it out. It gives you those errors. So I hope this video was useful. Let me know if, let me see here. I'm still new to this. Sorry. There we go. Hey guys, so let me know if you enjoyed that. Let me know if you wanted me to do more stuff like that, or let me know if you want me to just go more simple route. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do, but I want to do more like new ideas and things that I have. If you guys just want some simple stuff like how we've grown to this point so far, how I went from full-time web design to full-time reselling in that process. There's all these things that I do want to make, but let me know if you want more stuff like this or more stuff like that. So I would appreciate it. You guys have a great night, great weekend. And wait, today's Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm going to go rest and you guys have a great night. Bye.